in the DC game. Let's fucking go. Stay safe out there and peace out. Welcome to League of DC. It's a great show. We got topics today. We got going to be talking about Shazam 2, Fear of the Gods, the Suicide Squad game, Superman Legacy, and much more. But without further ado, before we start, because you guys know him as Comics League, I know him as Jared. Let's introduce him onto the panel.
Hello, hello.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
I am well. I'm quickly getting all the stuff that I needed to do. Yeah, it's been a busy week this week for DC.
That's an understatement, particularly yesterday.
Yeah, particularly yesterday and also today. Well, yesterday, today, um, and I would even say Thursday as well. What Wednesday? Wednesday.
Yeah, probably.
Because Wednesday, there was a pretty big deal.
Oh, yeah. And a couple of things happened, particularly yesterday, that kind of blew everything up.
Oh yeah. We all know what we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's kick off the first topic. And I think the way to kick things off is, what do you want? Gaming? Do you want movie talk first?
Dealer's choice. You're the host.
All right, we'll go Shazam 2. Okay, we'll talk about Shazam 2 and that beautiful cameo. Finally,
Which, by the way, it's hilarious how Warner Brothers put that in an actual official TV spot trailer.
to get numbers up.
Well, I was still going to go see it, but seeing it confirmed that's not like a Faces cameo or anything like that. And rumor is she plays a more significant role in the movie than we were originally led to believe. So that's interesting there.
Yes, definitely. And Dave, it's
What's
been
up,
confirmed
Dave?
as a major supporting role in Shazam 2. That means the plot leaks from months ago are probably accurate.
Yep, probably.
Probably, yeah. How you
Which
doing, Dave?
makes sense because the movie's called Fury of the Gods.
Yeah,
Which DC character do you really think they're going? Do you really think they're going to leave Wonder
Shazam.
Woman out?
Shazam and Wonder Woman would make sense,
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
But the fact that they got Gal and put her into the movie, and like I find it funny how they casually dropped it on a wrestling through the wrestling commercials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. My question is, what does this? Are they basically implying that if this movie does well, then Gal can stay as well?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I really don't, because um
And what's up,
and
Dave?
yeah, I'm well, Dave. How you doing?
Same thing here.
Uh, um but yeah, I don't think Gal would return though, unfortunately.
Well, Gunn said he's talked to Gal and she wants to come back for Wonder Woman stuff as well.
True, but not in the DCU stuff.
I mean, in terms of the Cell Snyderverse to Netflix, in which case we did get some advances in that too. But
No, I'm not talking about the movement. I'm talking about the rebooted universe. because James Gunn is redoing everything, isn't he?
No, no, I know, but he said in reference to the rebooted universe, he's talked to like Gal and Jason.
Right.
They would like to come back in their roles.
It'd be interesting to see her
Mhm,
return, right? I
mhm.
would love to see her return. That's
I'm fine
without a
with it.
shadow of a.
I mean, obviously, we would want everyone to still be here, like Henry and Ben and
Yeah,
everything. But you know what? If this is all we get, at least we'll get one member of the Trinity to stick around if she sticks around.
yeah, that's for sure. Um, but yeah, I also think when it comes down to this movie, they needed Wonder Woman for this film because this film's gonna bomb otherwise.
I don't think it's gonna bomb though.
I no, but in terms of after the comments Zachary Levi has done,
I don't think because here's the thing: the general audience doesn't care about that. They just go and watch the movie.
no, you're not understanding. Um, so all the comments he's made to other fan base, not the Snyderverse fan base,
Yeah.
it kind of looks bad on his film.
Again, that's the same reason why people are loving the Flash, and that movie's probably going to do well, despite everything Ezra Miller has done. What I'm saying is that yes, it could affect some people, but not enough to make the movie bomb, is what I think.
Okay, okay.
It's not like
Um,
unless he goes out and murders, so like legit goes out and like shoots someone, that
yeah,
then I could see that affecting the movie.
definitely. But it's gonna be interesting regardless when Shazam Fear of the Gods numbers come out.
Mhm.
Dave says it'll probably do better than the first Shazam, which is profitable. He predicts 700 million.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say less, and that's my prediction.
Well, here's the thing. Also, because people know now that Wonder Woman is in the movie, and it's not a post-credit scene or anything like that. She was actually in the trailers, which, I mean, I know we got screwed with the Henry Cavill thing, but what I
Mhm.
think is that but this is different than the Henry Cavill because she's actually in the movie. She's not in a post-credit scene at the end of the movie, and if the leaks are believed, she has a very important role in the movie. So it looks like they're marketing it as a Wonder Woman Shazam movie, indicating that they that it could do better because people want to see Gal as Wonder Woman and see if she like redeems 1984, her appearance in 1984.
Yeah, for sure. Um, all right. Well, we're gonna be talking about Superman Legacy next because
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really big thing to talk about
Yeah,
because
confirm what we
um
already knew.
something that we already knew, but there's been a little bit more news that happened today that kind of is been talking about. Let me just get my banner up. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And that is James Gunn is actively um looking for actors now.
Well, he says looking for
Casting.
casting directors. That's different.
Um no, apparently where's the tweet that I retweeted?
Yeah, yeah. Save that. Show me that because it could be on. I haven't seen it yet.
Hold on.
Oh, and then Dave brings up actually, and if the leaks were correct, she's probably not the only Justice League member in the movie.
All right. This was reported by Home of DCU.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And boy, Dave brings up a good point. Wonder Woman could not be the only one Justice League member in the movie. What if they do? What if
mhm.
that is a Cavill cameo? Probably won't be,
Probably won't be.
but I'm just saying that would be interesting though.
Yeah, it would be. Uh, is it-
What did the tweet say exactly? Maybe I can find it.
I've got it. I've got it. I've got it on screen.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Point
it's
of
here.
no, no. It starts off with the four words that should discount this completely. And someone brought this up to James Gunn, and he said, "No, we don't even have a casting director yet."
Everyone's been talking about it though, which
Yeah,
is
but
weird.
James Gunn shot that down specifically. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. Well, like that is a little bit of something that I
Well,
wanted to share anyway.
yeah,
And
but,
yeah,
and again, it's very important to get the casting director in there first. And remember, he's not done with the script yet, and he says, "I never start casting until the script is done."
right. Yeah. But if we were to say
Hmm?
that the age range is to 20 to 30,
Which it
right?
isn't.
Which it isn't, but if it
Hmm?
was,
Yeah.
would you like to see that age range?
No.
Superman.
No. Because here's the thing. No one wants to see Superman growing into his role as Superman. Because guess what we've seen in practically every iteration of Superman? That exact story. We have yet. Honestly, he should have just adapted the Superman script that was going to be the Man of Steel, and all, because guess what? That would have been Henry Cavill being the Superman that because
Mm,
we've never really gotten a Superman movie where he's just doing Superman stuff.
yeah.
We've gotten the story of him growing into Superman for the last 10 years, even before that with Smallville. It's the same
Yeah.
story over and over again.
But something tells me that he's using script from Man of Steel too. Some aspects from that.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, the villain is Brainiac, so that's interesting there.
Yeah. But I've seen him reply to tweets in regards to comics and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Which is
And
great.
what's interesting, he's interested in Alex Ross's
That's the best. That's
Superman.
the best. That's the best. Which makes me think:
Uh,
is he hinting at a Kingdom Come?
well, not
Mm.
Kingdom Come, but before Kingdom Come.
Well, yeah,
The
I know, but could that be a potential thing?
could be, it could be. James says,
Yeah,
not James. Dave says, I don't want to call it James. Dave.
that's like when we were on the stream and someone called me Nick.
Yeah, we want a mature Superman at full power, fighting a powerful enemy.
Yeah,
Everyone,
exactly.
I think everyone does, Dave. I think me included. I would love to have seen Henry Cavill in that role because Henry Cavill is the embodiment of Superman,
Mm-hmm.
and
Why do you?
furthermore, it's like Warner Brothers aren't exactly like they had it planned
Mm-hmm.
already to have Cavill, but
Mm-hmm.
because they pushed that out and they're like, nope, we're not having it. I'm just like, you guys are wasting potential there for
And here's the thing:
billions of dollars.
one of the things that people praise the Snyder Cut for is the Superman portrayal, because that is a more mature Superman of full power beating the crap out of Steppenwolf.
Hmm. Yep. And and it's crazy because this is all. Oh, by the way, this is coming out still in July,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I reckon we'll be getting some trailers next year for the film.
Mm-hmm.
But do we think that Superman Legacy will make a billion?
No, particularly if
How
he's
much do you
going
think
for
it'll
the
make?
same story. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Now, how much do you think it'll make?
Probably, I think it's going to do very mid, like 500, 500 to 700. And yes,
Okay.
Dave makes an excellent point. Alex
Yeah.
Ross, that's why Cavill literally looks like Superman. Particularly in like
Yeah.
Black Adam, where he had the S curl in the suit, he literally looks like Superman.
But I don't understand why James Gunn just didn't go for the mature stuff,
I don't
right?
know. It's
Mature
because
Superman.
all he is doing is perpetuating the whole this is the only Superman story we can ever tell thing. That's why I think, again, I don't think it's going to do well, because guess what? When they try to do because remember, that was another thing with Superman, what is it, Returns, that was in a way that plot.
Yeah. Um. Yes, Mitchell.
Hey,
Um. James uh did want to start all over in some aspect, not not all of it, but some aspect.
which
It
I
was like
think,
a
again, what he should just
part
do,
reboot.
I'm sorry, He should just do Rebirth, keep the actors, and just retcon out some origins and stuff. That's what he should. He should use Superman Legacy as just one or two movies, and just retcon certain parts of Man of Steel out, and then just bring back Cavill at the end as the main Superman.
Hmm. I would have rather had that, but because we're getting this new Superman, I think they should do a new 52 universe.
Yes. You know me. I would love that. Superman, Wonder
Yeah,
Woman, baby. Superman, Wonder Woman.
I mean, it would make sense for them to do a new 52 universe at this point, right?
Particularly if the age thing is accurate.
Yeah. Another
Mm-hmm.
Superman reboot is an up in hat. Yeah. If the success of Gunn's DCU hinges on the high numbers for this film, a lot of plans could change. WB might get cold feet again.
Because here's the problem also, the general audience loved Henry Cavill as Superman. They wanted another Henry Cavill Superman movie, and then here's James Gunn. Nah.
Right, yeah. Mitch says that I totally could see him play another Superman from another parallel universe
That could happen.
that could look exactly like him. So something like Crisis on Infinite Earths sort of thing.
Well, that could be the end. That could be what's building toward. Like, since James Gunn said that lanterns directly plays into the threat, it could be they discover the anti monitor.
Yeah, definitely. Um, I'm definitely interested. I'm definitely gonna go see this film.
Mm-hmm.
That's without a shadow of a
Oh
doubt.
yeah,
Because it obviously it's Superman. Who wouldn't want to go see a
yeah,
Superman film, right?
yeah. I also think the success is going to hinge on partly who he casts as Superman.
Yeah, it's
That's the
gonna be
key
big.
thing.
It's gonna be big shoes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
Big shoes to fill. That's
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Furthermore, it's like if they do this Legacy right, they should. Like I said, I think if they're gonna do New 52 route, I think that's the best option, right?
Yeah. Go
I
full
truly
new
believe that.
52. Go full on. Commit to it.
Commit to New 52, and then the end story is the final days of Superman, which is when
Mm-hmm.
the New 52 universe Superman dies, and we get Henry Cavill's Superman return as the more
Hey,
mature Superman.
what you could do what they did in Infinite Crisis, have the new Superman die fighting a Superman from another universe, and then Henry Cavill takes back over. If the established it doesn't fit in Gunn's mode, he could have just, yeah, I know exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He could have done, Dave. Because let me put it this way: if he kept Cavill and just retconned out certain parts of his origin, I've been like, okay, at least we're getting Cavill. That's fine. But the fact that because he saw how excited people were for Cavill coming back when he announced the Superman thing, there's no way he didn't see that, and he just said, nah.
He's like, nah, I don't want this.
And
But
then he
I'm still.
announces it before the movies even come out. So he should have waited until the end of the year to announce any casting stuff.
He should have
Just
waited.
keep saying,
He
just
should
keep
have waited
saying,
until after the Flash.
yeah, just keep saying all casting decisions will be made at the end of this year. All casting decisions will be made to end this year. And if it leaks out, just say it's wrong. Just say it's wrong.
Yeah. If he waited until after the Flash, I would have been more forgiving,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Because because everything is riding on the Flash right now
yeah,
in
it is.
terms of money. Um, and obviously, like we'll be talking about the Flash as well because that is something there's a lot there's something interesting that I saw about General Zod's comments, Michael
Mm-hmm.
Shannon's comments about the film. I don't know
He
if you
was
saw that
praising
on internet.
Snyder.
Yep, he was praising Snyder, so we'll be talking about that. Um, but yeah, I think Cavill not returning in this role is kind of a bummer. But I can see a new 52 done. I can also see this film if they do this right and do this justice. We don't want the Trunks. Nobody wants to see Trunks Superman right now
Thank you.
because Trunks Superman, yeah, it it, it would bring back the classic. I get that, right?
But
But
there's a
do we
just
need a
because it's
Trunks Superman right now?
here's the thing, and I'm going to say this right now. I've said this on my show all the time. Just because it's always been a certain way doesn't mean it's the right way.
Yeah. I mean, thousands. We haven't had a Superman film in ages, where Superman is thing without Trunks. With Trunks.
And by the way, Taladia, I'm still not convinced
Hmm.
that they're not going to go back on their decisions with Cavill
Yeah.
by the time the end of this year. Because first off, it's Warner Brothers we're talking about. I really need to send you the Saka Warner Brothers clip. I will do after the stream, but it's Warner Brothers that we're
Yeah.
talking about, and then this is kind of their job. But second off, because again, if these movies do really well, I say this all the time, because Shazam apparently has high critic reviews. Now, the
Mhm.
audience reviews what'll also determine if this movie does well. But let's say it does do better than the first, and it improves, and it makes close to $1 billion. I don't think it'll make $1 billion, but it'll make close to $1 billion. If all these movies make close to, if not $1 billion, are you really going to? Is David Zaslav really going to be able to face his shareholders and say, "Yeah, we decided to end this entire thing"?
No. I think he wants to keep. He should have kept Cavill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moneymaker, right? That's the way
Mm-hmm.
I see it. If he kept
Mm-hmm.
Cavill, Moneymaker, he would have made billions. Um,
And to be clear, let's say they decide to reverse a lot of their plans at the end of this year. They can still take 2024 off to establish to
yeah.
basically make their new plans and then bring everyone back and then
Do do the
redo it.
Snyderverse.
Or not even do the Snyderverse. In other words, bring Cavill back and then do the original Man of Steel 2 script with Quarry.
Yeah.
They could still, in other words, I'm not saying they have to start now. They could still take that year off, use that year to basically move the puzzle pieces back into place, and then just move on with that.
Um, yeah. Another thing too is Dave is asking why they announced the Cavill exits first.
Exactly. That's what we've been wondering.
That doesn't make sense whatsoever. Whoever thought it was a good idea, who thought that was a good idea?
I
I
think
think the
James Gunn. Uh,
James Gunn.
I think James Gunn to use a term, jump the gun.
Yeah. Some things look better in comics.
Yeah, I mean, there
Uh,
were so. It depends on how it's drawn. If the trunks were just drawn as like coloring on the suit, I could see a little bit more of that. Like they shouldn't have a belt around it because then it just looks like underwear. Like look this way, the new 52 suit I think had it best. Was just a red belt there.
and
That was
more
great.
armor. It had more armor look to it.
Well, yeah, that's true. It was also armor. That's another thing. I hope that in the new universe they have them wearing armor instead of just spandex. I mean, a little bit this way. Man of Steel 2 had the best way to do it because it wasn't just like spandex. It wasn't just like cloth or anything like that. The Man of Steel suit looked like material, and plus they explained it. It was Kryptonian. It was a Kryptonian undersuit. That's what the Superman suit is.
Yeah. Dave says that there's a lot of good buzz around Shazam 2.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna bomb.
Mitchell says he might go and see Shazam 2.
Go see it.
Cool.
Like this way, you need to go see all these movies if you want them to be any chance that these actors will still be in their roles. I got news for you. That's the way it works in Hollywood.
Yeah. Um. Okay. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit and talk about the
Okay.
Flash
All right.
and Michael Shannon's comments to
Mm-hmm.
in regards to his role in the Shazam, not Shazam, in the Flash. Uh,
Shazam 2. Hey, Super Bro Corey. What's up, dude?
not Chad, whoever said that.
Nice. Thank you for getting my
Super,
name right, dude. It's all good. It's all good.
yeah, I know Super Raw. I know you're busy with Trey with the Bat Channel guys. Make sure you guys go follow Super Bro Corey
Mm-hmm.
on the Bat Channel. Just search up the Bat Channel on YouTube. They've been covering Mandalorian with the Delta Squad. Uh, so there's that.
This is the way.
This is the way, yeah. Uh, Jay he is busy with family. If you want to be on the panel, Super Bro, I can send you a link right now. You can hop on the panel with
Mhm.
us.
It's all
Let
good.
me know if you let me know if you want in, and get I can get you on talking about the this is the
Mitchell
yes.
has a great statement there. Does James Gunn have something against Henry? He says no, but it certainly seems like it.
It certainly seems like
Because there's
a
no way he didn't know the
yeah.
optics would look extremely bad after they announced that he was back. That he said okay, and that's the thing. Because again, if the
Okay.
yeah, it's fine. If the lawsuit goes through with those people that were falsely advertising for movie studios, they could go. I mean, Warner Brothers could get sued. Now, it may not go through, but the reason why I'm saying that is because they specifically said Henry Cavill is coming back to the audience, and then made a reasonable person believe that Henry Cavill is going to be in the DCU. So, I mean, it's possible. It would be
Mhm.
interesting, though.
It will be interesting. So Mitchell says, so is the Superman suit like the Kevlar in a way? No, not like
No,
Kevlar.
it's not Kevlar. It's just an undersuit that they wear underneath their armor.
And like what Super Bro Corey says, make sure you guys
Yes,
hit a like and subscribe. We're on that road to 400,
subtituladia.
400 subs, guys. We're trying to reach 400 subs by the end of this month, and we're on that road to 1K. Okay, so the Flash and Michael Shannon's comments too in regards to the Flash film, and let's talk about it,
All right.
right? And it just came, I don't know where it came from, but let me see.
What did he say exactly?
About his role in the Flash.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that? Didn't he say also? I thought I was dead.
Yeah.
That's the
Um.
thing, and that gets into even with Batgirl. They were like, when the directors were talking about directing like J.K. Simmons and then Michael Keaton, they're like, I thought they were in different universes.
Yeah.
That's a
It,
problem if people are that confused.
yeah. Definitely. News. I'm just taking a look to see
Yeah.
Michael Shannon.
And then Dave brings up, not to mention, Gunn was tweeting about the importance of having actors who are easy to work with at the same time the false allegations about Henry Cavill's behavior on The Witcher came out. Yeah, that's true.
Yes, I will be talking about this Mandalorian in a bit.
Because that's important. And by the way, Mandalorian Martin, this is the way.
This is gonna be a really important discussion, so stick around.
Yeah.
Um, because the Suicide Squad game is something that both me and Jared were looking forward to, but definitely we're going to be talking about that in the next topic
Mm-hmm.
within the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, let's get the screen share up and go over Michael Shannon's surprises. Break his silence. It says here, and I quote: "Actor Michael Shannon, who of course plays the evil Kryptonian General Zod in 2013's Man of Steel, spoke for the very first time about his reprisal role in the Flash film. Super Bowl 23 brought the audience to first major look at Ezra Miller's Flash film, but okay, so that explains that. But Michael Shannon discusses. Speaking to Looper, Michael Shannon shared what led him to come back to General Zod for 2023's The Flash film, noting that he was initially a little confused. I was in quotations. I was a little confused. I said, as memory serves me, I think I died in Man of Steel. Have they, are they sure they got the right guy? But they explained to me the whole multiverse phenomenon, which which I was a little behind at times on that. I can't say I'm a huge fan, a huge consumer of this genre of films, nor that I have anything against them. If I'm going to watch a movie, the odds are it's not going to be one of those, but I'm sure love making them. Shannon continued mentioning that he's found of stepping back into the DCEU for great fun. I love making Man of Steel, love working with director Zack Snyder, and I felt it was in an actual way a fairly important film. It was nice to revisit the character. I wasn't there for a terribly long time. I was in and out for a couple of weeks. It was so nice to spend a bit of my summer in England. And Andy is a lovely Andy. Uh, Andy's a lovely guy and great artist. Visually, I had a blast. And he goes, finally added, I finally get back into the skin. A little different in this film. He's a little more, I don't know how do you put it. You spend much time with him, so you don't really get to know as much as what he thinks he's thinking. It's not necessarily his movie. That's the thing. These multiverse movies, you get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but it really is Ezra's movie. What do you think of that?
That's awesome.
So that's Michael Shannon's comments in regards to that. I think it's interesting. I think he's not obliging to to uh to the Flash film, right?
hmm
But he's also excited because it's a different take on the character or a different
Different
type
take.
of
That's interesting because
yeah.
and now I'm even more interested to see what's so different about that. Is the baby killer thing a part of it? Because he in that universe he killed Kal
Mm,
El.
yeah, in that universe he did, yeah. So I wonder, uh, is is this film gonna make is this film gonna boost up those numbers? I think it will,
hmm
even with Michael Keaton in it. I still believe that.
hmm
Um,
The Flash, I think, will make 1 billion,
yeah, Flash, I think so too. I think the Flash will make 1 billion.
particularly with Michael Keaton in the movie.
Michael Keaton and also who else was there? Uh, rumored of
Affleck.
George Affleck and George Clooney, rumored.
hmm
So it's all
Watch, he's got
interesting.
all you see is a shot of Clooney's chest, and he's got the bat nips.
Oh boy, oh boy. But
What's
yeah,
up,
so
Lawrence?
Lawrence, welcome in Brightest Bracket Lounge.
Yeah, he's giving the Green Lantern oath. That's nice. I love that.
Nice, Lawrence. But yeah, so General Zod returning to the Flash. Can't wait to see him back in action. Okay, so now that we've talked a lot about the Flash, uh, but before we move on to the next topic, Dave says Zod's role will probably be a background character looming over the events, similar to Aquaman and Wonder Woman in Flashpoint. I wonder how long the Kryptonian invasion has been happening in this film. Yes, that's a very good
That's
question.
a good one.
Like, how long has this fight with the Kryptonians lasted for? And how many years or how many months or how many weeks? That'll be interesting. Um, but yeah, let's move over now, and we're going to be talking about
Real
Suicide.
quick, if the war against Zod has been going on for a long time, it would also be a great way to explain why Kara was abducted by human beings.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
uh, it
Yeah,
would definitely be cool.
Suicide
So
Squad delay
it,
the Justice League.
yes, Suicide Squad delay the Justice League. I'll see if I can get a clip of this from 35-minute mark, 33-minute mark, and I'll put it into a YouTube video format.
But actually, Mandalorian Martin has a good point.
Um,
He's like, will it be canceled?
no, it won't be cancelled. No, they're too far in production.
hmm
Too far in production right now, and they've shown already a lot of the game. Um, and furthermore, if they cancel the game this far in development, that would be 8 years worth of
True.
8 years worth of something ending up to nothing. Now we don't know how long the delay is
hmm
because there's not been an official word from Warner Brothers or from Rocksteady for that matter,
That's true.
which is very intriguing that it's only been reported by three individuals: Jason Schreier from Bloomberg, Jez Gordon, and Jeff Grubb.
hmm
So those are the three individuals that have been reporting on it. Let me get the tweets up so you guys can see the tweet. Uh, let me just get the tweet, tweet up itself. All right. So let me screen share
All right.
again. We're going to be screen sharing again. Brave
Dave
tab.
brings up a good point. Martian Manhunter could have a cameo in the Flash movie explaining that he's been fighting the invasion. Other DC heroes could have cameos too, maybe a Green
Yeah,
Lantern.
yeah.
All we know now is about the cameos we know about, but hey, that could very well be it.
So, according to this is what's according to Jason Schreier. Warner Brothers and Rocksteady have delayed Suicide Squad Killer Justice League once again from May to later this year, according to a person familiar. A showcase during the game PlayStation Showcase that streamed last month was poorly received by fans. This
It's
delay
yeah, okay. Go ahead.
this delay has also moves the Suicide Squad out of the crowded release window, which is included in the new Zelda game, Diablo 4, and Final Fantasy 14, I believe. Uh, for what it's worth, delay like this mainly is for polish, not to overhaul the core gameplay that caused backlash. Suicide Squad started off as a game as a service and remain one short of complete reboot, which would require a much longer delay.
That could
And
happen.
it could happen, yeah. And Jez Gordon, um, also, he said something about this. Let me see if I can find that tweet. Uh, this was this was actually a few days ago because this was, I believe, last week as well.
Mm-hmm.
But in regards to it,
Mm-hmm.
uh, was it in a tweet? Let me see. Uh, because it's all interesting. Uh, all right, here we go. Suicide Squad Killer Justice League will be delayed again, according to a source familiar with Warner Brothers. And he's saying, hearing Suicide Squad Killer Justice League grabbing a delay from May to Q4-ish of 2023, think think getting formally announced, asking Warner Brothers for comment, and Warner Brothers hasn't commented. So what do you think of that?
Okay, so I think it's going to lead to a longer delay. I'm just gonna tell you that right there because there was backlash specifically to like a lot of the gameplay narratives. It wasn't just like polishing. If they're saying it's because of the backlash, I get the feeling that right now we're just hearing about it being a shorter thing, but they're gonna try and change some stuff, like the fact that you have to be online to play the single player.
Yeah, you have to be online. Um, you have to have online connection for story mode, which kind of is a bummer. Um, it's bad, right? Um,
It's
eh,
horrible. It's really horrible. I thought we were beyond that.
I thought we would be beyond that. Um, are they gonna change it? Mitchell's saying no. They probably won't change it, knowing them.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing Warner Brothers, they probably will tell them to keep it live service.
And Dave brings up a good point.
Probably retooling the game to support offline single player. They know that a live service aspect is what caused the backlash. Maybe less looting, only weapon approach for each individual character
They're not
too.
going to change that only some characters get guns. They're not changing that.
Then they're not going to change that. Maybe they'll change um, the aspect of the game being online for everything. Maybe they'll just change that bit and just put it as offline for story mode. So because
Yeah.
think about it, think about having this game as like Avengers, right?
Yeah.
Where the
Boy.
story campaign was offline as well.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get into the online aspect, that's when you completed the story
Mm-hmm.
for the end game stuff. So imagine that, right?
Yeah, that could work. I mean, obviously doing a lot better than Avengers did it, but I see what you're going for.
If you wanted to go down the single player
Mm-hmm.
routine,
Mm-hmm.
which a lot of people want, they want that experience.
Mm-hmm.
They want to have they want to have super the Suicide Squad play uh or you play as the Suicide Squad members in a solo experience because they don't want to go online if
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to.
Yeah.
But I still think having that online co-op experience would be cool, but you don't need it to be online.
Do the way Halo does it. You don't have to be online to play the game. I'm not sure with how Infinite works, but you don't have to be online to play like the Master Chief Collection campaigns. You just have to have the game. If you want to do multiplayer, then you have to be logged on.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, right? Or even how Gears of War did it. Gears of War 5 did it for the
Mm-hmm.
three-player co-op.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really cool as well.
Yeah, exactly.
If the game were to release with no change, would you think it'd bomb like Avengers? Good question. I would
Yeah,
think it would bomb. Yeah,
I
I would
agree.
think so. I would think so. I would think if there was no changes made, if the game was still heavily live service, and the game is I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. If the game was like really only uh fitted for one thing, which is online, and you had to do that, I think it'll bomb. I don't think it would get bad reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, IGN were talking about Gotham Knights,
Yeah.
which I find weird, right? Even though they gave the score out of 5, and they're
Mm-hmm.
still talking about it, and they're saying, "Oh, it's a good game to make a TMNT game."
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, you guys don't know anything about co-op
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever. But like Avengers, the way I see it is, it has to be done like Avengers though. If they want to keep people playing the game, getting more people to play the offline stuff
Mm-hmm.
for the story campaign alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way it would work.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yeah.
questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody wants online for everything, for story mode, for end game, for multiplayer. Nobody wants really everything for that. I
Mm-hmm.
can understand the multiplayer aspects, like playing with your friends. I
Mm-hmm.
can understand that,
Yeah, of
but
course.
story mode for online, no, no, no.
Mm-hmm. It's just so stupid when they do that. I'm like, stop it.
But they
Stop
should
trying to
they
make these games an esports. Not gonna happen.
But the problem is that what Warner Brothers is struggling is they came up with this idea too late
Yeah.
because game nobody really wants games as a service game anymore. Nobody
No. No.
nobody
That's the
does.
astounding part.
Nobody wants game as a service game anymore. Not only after Avengers, but because of Anthem, because of uh Outriders, because of some other various games that didn't do well. There's only a few that did.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny 2, The Division 2, The Division, which all came out between 2017 to now,
Yeah.
right? The longevity it had is having. Um, but Rocksteady waited way too late for this stuff. If they released it last year,
Mm-hmm.
right, or announced it in 2017 or something, it would have been a lot easier for them.
Yeah. But at this point, yeah, they need to stop with the live service thing because it's not working. It hasn't historically worked.
Yeah, it hasn't historically worked, especially with superhero games live service.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't worked for Avengers, and if they do it for the Suicide Squad, it's gonna bomb. It will get bad reviews
Mm-hmm.
from users for sure. Uh, Critically, reviewers like IGN and that will compare it they'll
But
compare
they'll
it to
still give it a
Avengers.
good rating because they want to be able to keep their access. That's the thing about like the IGN
Yeah,
reviews and such.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, uh, Dave says Well, Mitch is saying I'm the only one who kind of wants gaming to go back to the PS2 era.
You're not the only one, dude.
Uh, Dave says it should follow Borderlands model where you can play everything offline but go online if you want to.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way to do it.
What I mean is you get all the content in the game without any more
Well,
being
you could still
added.
have like DLC come
No,
out.
Mitchell, you got it completely wrong. It should be like what how Arkham Origins was.
Yeah.
Arkham Origins had uh offline stuff, and then you had the online multiplayer if you wanted to play the multiplayer aspect of the game,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Exactly.
Which totally made sense to do. But don't forget, this game is a third-person shooter game. It's not first person,
Yeah.
and this is Rocksteady's second shooter game, not first. The very first shooter game was Urban Chaos Riot Response,
Mm-hmm.
and that got a mediocre score too. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what date Rocksteady gives us.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if they're still gonna keep this release window
Because
for May
remember,
26th.
what they said is that okay, so it's gonna come out like later this year, but we don't know when. So they could conceivably just delay later and say we're making massive changes to the game.
Yeah, but I'm surprised they haven't said any. I'm surprised they haven't said anything
True. That is kind of suspect.
because if we're getting this from Bloomberg, Jeff Grubb, Jez Gordon, those types of people saying it, it's kind of intriguing. Dave says PS2, GameCube, Xbox era was the most creative because HD was driving up development costs for big games, and they didn't try to make those losses with live service and DLC. But Dave, here's the thing. PS2 era was more of DVD era, right? It was
Yeah,
uh, mo-
unfortunately. It was a
more
good era
offline.
though.
But when it came down to PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PC, it was all about high definition games. That's what they were going for. And they were focusing more of the online stuff. That's what they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as PS4 hit around, we got a division. Um, things started to change from 2017 onwards.
Mm-hmm.
Only for about a few, like I said before, only like for a few years we got live service game that was really really good,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
Mitchell
Like Call
saying,
of Duty.
yeah, like Call of Duty, yeah, for sure. Mitchell saying maybe I don't understand, but it seems more fun than modern gaming.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if Suicide Squad Killer Justice League comes out on the same day as initially released, that's great. But if not, and they're delaying it for a full year, oh boy, they've got an uphill battle on their hands.
Yeah, they do.
Because not only does it clash with the Wonder Woman game,
Oh boy.
but it also clashes with Warner Brothers Games Montreal's second game.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Because Warner Brothers right now are in the mud right now, right?
Yeah.
Warner Brothers games are in the mud right now with their content going forward, especially in the games division. Like they don't really know what to put out there. They're just putting anything that sticks, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
like anything, for example, Mortal Kombat. Nobody really wanted another Mortal Kombat game. Not this soon. People wanted another Injustice game. What do we get? MK12.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Um and furthermore, it's like WB also like put Hogwarts Legacy out. Yeah, that made a lot of money, but what else are they canceling? they're canceling DLC stuff for Lego Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
right? Lego Star Wars DLC, which I'm seeing on the direct website, right?
Yeah.
It's saying new Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga at risk of cancellation. Almost a year after its initial launch, new downloadable content for Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga could be at risk of cancellation. Uh, and it was going to be the Mandalorian.
Which I'm like, you couldn't just at least add the planet Mandalore?
Well, apparently this leak came via PlayStation Lifestyle. It revealed that Mandalorian Central Contact was titled earlier this year. Nothing official has been announced about this DLC. However, a recent update for Skywalker Saga sent fans into frenzy. It's a whopping 3 gigabytes file size, relatively lack information surrounding something the title was prepared for DLC arrival. The narrative DLC seemed to be different from the others. Other additional content that come to the game. Mandalorian character, however, made its way into the title via DLC packs. However, the first time narrative-based DLC has been mentioned in relation to the title, one making one think that this could be something more substantial.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to wait and see for that. Dave says, "Is it true a lot of Rocksteady talent employees left this development of this game?" Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Sefton Hill, Jamie Walker, both left the studio before the game even went gold. They were the founders of Rocksteady, and they
That's
left.
big. That's crazy.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is the only big thing that Warner Brothers had really made a lot of money on. After that, there hasn't been any big things. DC hasn't had a big thing since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying something for DC
Mm-hmm. That is.
because 2017 Injustice 2 made a lot of money
Yeah.
as a fighting game, and
Exactly.
the fact that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is now a shooter base. No, there is melee in it, but not enough melee to show. I'm just like, okay, I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna pick it up,
I
like
call
because
Deadshot. I have to say that every time we talk about it.
yeah, I'm still calling King Shark because King Shark has
Is a
got the
shark.
Superman. No, it's got the Superman costume on it. So
Yeah, yeah.
anything that has Superman cosmetic wise, I'll pick it up.
Oh, by the way, in that case, if there's ever a DLC where we can play as the Justice League, I call Superman. Suck it.
I can't believe you said that.
I gotcha. I gotcha. You didn't call it, dude. That's the rule of dibs. You have to call it.
Well, I got extra dibs that I play Superman.
There's no such thing as extra dibs.
Well, extra bagsy.
All right, whatever. Really thought
uh,
Justice League. Yeah, I know.
yeah, really thought we would have got Injustice 3 next, but they're risking burning people out of Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
MK is burnt out as it is. I really didn't want another MK game, right? But because Warner Brothers are
Mm-hmm.
incapable of
Jared is
giving
my
us,
Superman. Thank you, Lawrence. And yes, I did play. I have Justice League Heroes, Dave. And I have beaten it twice. I love that game.
because Warner Brothers are incapable of giving us what the fans want, which was
That's an understatement.
fans wanted a Superman
Okay.
game from Rocksteady.
By the way, fans wanted this guy right here, but that's the first. But that's the first thing.
They wanted a Superman game from Rocksteady. That didn't
Yes.
happen. WB shut down the idea instantly from Rocksteady. And what did they tell him to do? Because they have the most experience in multiplayer games? Oh, make a multiplayer Suicide Squad game.
A live service game, and I'm like,
A live service, yeah, and live service it too, yeah.
mm-hmm. Like, thanks a lot, guys. That
Uh,
really, you're really paying
so I
attention what
don't
the
blame.
fans want.
I do not blame Rocksteady on this whatsoever
Hmm.
because Rocksteady wouldn't have done this because
Yeah,
the founders wouldn't have left otherwise.
yeah. It's just well, here's the thing. As soon as I found out Warner Brothers was involved, as a Snyderverse fan, I'm like, well, that makes sense. I 100% get that. 100%. Plus the fact I know Rocksteady can make a badass game considering they have three amazing, well, what are seen as three of the best superhero games of all time.
We would definitely like know. I think Monday or Tuesday we would know about about the Suicide Squad. I would say
In terms of
announced release
cancellation
date
or further delays.
delay for the delay.
Yeah, I would
I
say
would say
that's a good bet. That's a good bet.
because they wouldn't keep this hanging over them for weeks, knowing for
Mhm.
the fact the game is coming out like in 2 months
And when they talk
from
about the delay, I guarantee you they will bring up like they'll indicate what they're doing for the game.
yeah. Because like I said, the game is game as a service game. So if they say over 12 months leading into 2024, then yeah, they're definitely taking out the live service, making it into Gotham Knights, basically, right?
Or
It,
well, a better version of Gotham Knights. Let's face it. There.
yeah, a better version of Gotham Knights, yeah. If not, and they're saying only a few couple of months, then yeah, it's definitely going to be polishing up.
But honestly, if
That's
it's
pretty
just
much,
polishing up, I think it's gonna perform like Gotham Knights did.
yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
it's gonna perform like Gotham Knights and Avengers in terms of audience. It looks like it has a better gameplay loop, but the point is that in terms of the audience, it's gonna behave just like those other two games did.
Yeah, for sure. Um, but yeah, we want to hear from you guys in the chat and also in the comment section below.
Yeah.
If you're watching this as a VOD, we would love to hear your thoughts on Suicide Squad Killer Justice League and like with the game, seemingly rumored by the way, not confirmed,
Hmm.
rumored to be delayed to either next year or later this year.
Hmm.
What would you guys like to see Rocksteady do with the Suicide Squad game? Besides the obvious one.
Besides
Besides
the
the obvious one.
obvious ones, exactly. By the way, what do you guys think of my idea for a DLC where it's a sequel DLC that you unlock by beating the game where you're playing as Wonder Woman? If the plot leaks that came out earlier are true, if the plot is your Wonder Woman and Flash and two other Justice League members going initiate actually doing the Flashpoint protocols. If so, who do you want the other two Justice League members to be? I'm sorry, so I just wanted to add that to the discussion too.
Yeah.
Since we're
Yeah,
talking
make
about
sure you put your comments in the put your comments down in the comment section below
it. Hmm.
with all that with all that we've discussed um in today's stream or as a VOD. I will be trying to make a video about this and giving my honest thoughts about it and like similar to what we discussed with Jared about this, but more of like what are the possibilities, what are the chances now of Rocksteady coming out and confirming this,
Hmm.
and furthermore, like going over the details of why this game is what it is, right? Like
Hmm.
the game as a service model, um, to the live service aspect of the game, to even talk about the fact that they they basically WB screwed over the fans again because literally fans asked for a Justice League or a Superman game, and we got a Suicide Squad game that's live service.
And by Taladia, I'm sending you the Zack Snyder's second Warner Brothers clip on Twitter right now
Okay,
because
let me.
you need that the amount of times we talk about Warner Brothers screwing the pooch.
Yeah. So um, apparently rumors are flying around that rumors they pulled Wonder Woman scenes from the Flash film.
These are the same rumors that said that they pulled her completely from Shazam, and we know that's not true.
Uh huh. Uh, I'm still waiting for your DM, so
Yeah. Hang on, I'm finding it. Hang on. I have to find it in my clip library.
guys, he has a lot of
I
clips.
have a lot of clips, mostly Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah.
Okay, sending now. Oh, hang on. It's got to actually attach. Hang on. No, no. Twitter's being annoying.
So while we wait for Jared to do his thing, send me that DM. Yeah. So Suicide Squad Killer Justice League. Are you guys excited for us to stream that? Like
Because
us
we'll do it.
stream because we'll do it. We'll Jared will obviously stream it on StreamYard, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and we can co-stream it on all our channels. Like like we'll me and Jared will discuss it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something we could talk about discussing and having that on the channel is to have it on 4 YouTube panels at the same time.
It's sent.
And okay, cool.
It's sending. So.
Sending.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just got it.
There you go. Yes, I had to give that. For those who don't know, on my live streams, I play this clip multiple times whenever we mention Warner Brothers screwing up. So obviously, we play this one a lot.
Yeah, we definitely do. So let me just put it in the.
Yep, there
Alright,
you go.
alright. Let me go back here. Alright, where is it? Here. Alright, 1 second. I'm just adding that now. Okay. Okay, cool. So it's uploading, it's processing. Uh, Before we sing, all right, here we go. Here we go,
Yeah,
guys. Got the
second Warner
clip.
Brothers.
There you go.
Here we go, guys.
And by the way, for expect to see that clip a lot because Talati and I both cover every Warner Brothers screw up. So pretty much expect to see Zack Snyder's awesome face again.
Yeah. So with that being said, we come to the end of today's League of DC show, which was a long hour discussion talking about movie, TV, and video games. Well, we talked about movies and TV, movies and video games, but we'll talk about Superman and Lois because that is the last topic we've got to
I'm
talk about.
so happy. I'm so excited. This is the first
There's
time
a,
I've been excited for a CW show. I'm like, geez, is this what
yeah,
it feels like?
so we got a couple of things left. So Superman and Lois, before we talk about the last thing is that guys, I'm going to be doing another live stream and I'm going to be doing a live watch party right
Mm-hmm.
on the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the night of the night of its official release of Superman and Lois, and when it's aired in CW and put on the CW website or whatnot, we'll be doing a watch along. So I'll be streaming it. I won't be streaming the video, but we'll be watching it together. And if you guys want to partake on the panel, we'll send you an invite.
And then I'll cover it on Comics League Dark on my show because the schedule wise, that's the best way it works for me.
Yeah, because then what we could do is, guys, what we could do is do the watch along. I think 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then 5 o'clock UK time. By the way, we're talking about because
Yeah, you can. That's very important there.
Lawrence says, "Let me be a part of it."
Yeah.
All right, sure, Lawrence.
At least on my channel, sure, absolutely.
Uh, yeah. So Lawrence, yeah. So what we'll do, uh, Dave, they're not gonna cast Tyler Hoechlin as Superman.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not. Because he said new actor.
New actor. It won't be someone who played Superman before. Um, but but yeah, so movie watch along first, then on Comics League Dark, we'll definitely talk about Superman and Lois because it'll be fresh in our minds. And I'm sure Jared will be a part of the stream as well
Hmm.
as we watch along, and the way it'll be the way that how one of my good friends Mad Max does his stuff for his watch alongs with The Last of Us and Picard and stuff like that. So it would be something similar to that.
Love you,
So
Max.
yeah, we big shout out to Mad Max and Entertainment, my favorite, one of my good buddies and good friend that I've met on YouTube over the last few weeks that I've actually enjoyed his content,
Hmm.
especially when it came down to talking about comic book stuff and or even talking about TMNT and stuff. It's been a crazy fun wild ride.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, so before we end end it off, there's two more topics. Trending Day. Yes,
Yay!
Trending Day has been officially announced for the Snyderverse. Well, sell ZSJL to Netflix and
Yep.
hashtag sell
Next week. And by the
is
way, I will be doing a stream in about noon, 1 o'clock or so on my channel. That's a celebration of the Snyderverse in support
yeah
of Trending Day. So if you guys want to come on and hang out, obviously, Talati, you're welcome to.
yeah. I'll be doing I've already posted my Twitter video scheduled for the for the time and the thing. And don't forget to follow the rules of engagement for the trending day, guys. Make sure you retweet everyone that's doing their thing and come up with your most favorite moments uh in the Zack Snyder's Justice League
Yes,
or
definitely do that. Definitely do that.
because I think that'll be pretty cool. Like mine obviously is Superman saying, you know, my all the hopes and well, Superman saying it's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
That's one of my favorites. My all time favorite Superman moment is the axe on the shoulder. Not impressed.
Yeah,
That whole fight scene where he beats the, because the thing about that scene is that they tease it in the movie about how the apocalyptians are scared of Kryptonians, and then when Superman shows up, yeah, that's why.
yeah. So trending day, March 18th. My Snyder Queen will be retweeting. Shout out
Yay!
to Snyder Queen.
Love you, Sam.
Um, and also make sure you check out Skywalker the Jedi and Leon the New Geeks as they will be covering this stuff next week. I'm sure on the YouTube on the Skywalker the Jedi YouTube page as
Hmm.
they talk about this stuff for Trending Day, and they'll keep you up to date with this with the numbers and everything because the
Hmm.
numbers are important. Let's see if we can reach over than what we previously got for the last Trending Day.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's what we want to do is to reach a lot more. Um,
Heck
but
yeah,
yeah,
let's do it.
let's do it. But before we finish, the final topic obviously is the road to 1K subs, guys.
Sub to Taladia. Sub.
We're trying to reach 1K YouTube subscribers on YouTube, as I want to get this channel monetized as much as I can. Um, and obviously with the whole YouTube algorithm these days, it's very hard to do that.
And if you're already sub, by the way, I just want to say this one thing. If you're already sub, share this channel.
Yeah, share this with the channel with your friends. Let your friends know to come to the Taladia Plays channel. Let their friends know. Say, look, hey, make sure you let your friends know. Come to the Taladia Plays channel. He does a lot of DC coverage, and he's going to be covering your favorite games, like um, like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
Hmm.
Dave said try over 500K this time. Yes, yes, definitely. But yeah, so we're trying to reach over to reach to 1K on YouTube. If we reach that 1K, guys, I promise you there will be big things happening for the channel, including members only live streams that will happen in the weekdays. Uh, Plus, we'll be doing watch-alongs for your favorite
That's good.
anime.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be doing something similar for manga, or talk about manga a little bit, which is kind of not like DC, but it'll be like just for the members only. So we'll be doing something like that, and also we'll be doing members only gamer streams, meaning so when we do Suicide Squad or Gotham Knights or something along the lines of that, you guys can get in on the action, as you guys will get first dibs to hop in with me, Jared, Nick, as we play Suicide Squad Killer Justice League together.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but Jared, what have you got coming up on your channel?
On Monday, I have coming up a analysis of the Marvel Darth Vader comics by Charles Sewell. I just finished that run. It's fan. If you're a Star Wars fan and a fan of Darth Vader, these are the comics for you. Oh my gosh! Wednesday, I'm talking about King Spawn Volume One. Just got that. And then on Friday for Under Two Capes, I'm thinking of doing another because I recently did a discussion with Max MVP Priestley about masculinity in comic books, and I'm thinking of doing another topic like that, one that's like general and that leads to like a lot of discussion, and maybe can get like Max on the channel, Max R Max movie Madness Max. We'll see what happens. But and by the way,
Yeah,
okay, so and remember, so the ways it's gonna work, I'm gonna put a poll on my channel too. If you got so on Comics League Dark, we started covering Mandalorian, the Mandalorian show. Now, if according to the way this poll is going to work is that if you want us to make a show discussion show like its own show on my channel that will release on Thursdays, that's fine. I will do that. If you guys would rather it stay as a Comics League Dark topic, that's fine as well. But the point is that I'm leaving in your hands what happens.
yeah.
And
I'll be sure.
real
Go on.
quick, in about a couple of hours, we're going to be talking about Matrix Reloaded, otherwise known as the Empire Strikes Back of the Matrix trilogy. Yes, I said trilogy. I'm
Yeah,
going to forever say that whenever we talk about the Matrix movies.
yeah. We'll be doing the Matrix stream um in a few hours actually, because
Yeah,
won't it won't be now, but it'll be it'll be in a few hours from now.
probably like an hour and a half.
And uh what what did you say? Sorry.
Probably like an hour and a half, I would say. Yeah, an hour and a half.
Yeah, about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'd
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
I'll get a bit of kip for a bit, and then if I'm late, then you guys know that why I'm a little bit late to the to the
It's
thing, because
fine,
I'm
Taladia. You're always welcome. You know that.
yeah. But let's just see what James Robinson Starman. It's a classic comic run with themes of masculine and growth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. But yeah, that has been League of DC. Great topics today, guys. Well, I'll have a video out today. Well, not today. I'll be working on a video tomorrow. For talking about Suicide Squad Killer Justice League and the rumors and the delays and all of that. Like I said, and furthermore, I'll probably even do a dive into Superman and Lois and my theories of when we could see Lex Luthor. So I might do a video on that as well.
Sweet.
So it'll be pretty cool, guys. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, share the stream with your friends or VOD with your friends, and let people know that your boy Taladia Plays is back on YouTube doing YouTube content for the foreseeable future. And don't forget Tuesday, either 3 p.m., 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. Tuesday, was it Monday? No, not Monday night, Tuesday morning, but Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, I will be live. Uh, so Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, I'll be live for for Superman and Lois watch along. I'll make a thumbnail and all of that. So stay tuned for that. I've been your host Taladia Plays. That has been Jared from Comics League. We hope you have enjoyed tonight's show, and we will see you guys on the next exciting episode of League of DC. Stay safe out there.
Stay
Peace
heroic.
out. Stay heroic and peace out.